Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here today. Very exciting. We're getting back our PSA order. We're doing the blind reveal. This is a 130 card, so it's a very big order. And it was a bulk TCG and non-sports order. So some really cool cards in this order. Can't wait to see what we get. We're going to have to break this up into multiple parts. We like to take our time and look at the cards, all that sort of stuff. Maybe do some little guess the grade. Alright. Oh, this one's not completely full. Let's see. Don't see any little cardboard things with cards that did not get graded. That's good. Don't like to see those. I've been pretty excited to get this because in my eBay store, I am almost out of Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards, graded slabs, sell like wild, like sweet candy. What am I trying to say? They sell like hotcakes. Sweet candy, hotcakes, crack. Who knows? Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this one. The back of that one looks really good. The centering looks good. Ah, it's a Pikachu. Nice start here. My favorite Pokemon. This is from the Classic Collection. That I think a lot of people did not like that product, but I really liked it because you got these reprints basically of the original Pokemon with the holo, and I actually like them better than the Celebrations Classic Collection because it does not have the little Pikachu logo on there. Very clean looking cards. That looks like a 10. They grade really well too. We found the first box I bought, graded a bunch of them, and we got really good grades. So I'm going to guess 10. Boom! Good start. Nice Pikachu there, PSA 10. That's an awesome looking card. Nice start. Whoa. The back of that card is crazy bad. I think I know which card this is because I knew it was a really bad condition, but I wanted to grade it anyway. I'm guessing that this is the Legendary Collection Dark Blastoise Reverse, because I don't think I sent a card this bad in. Yep, there it is. I just wanted to get it slabbed. Guys, it's crazy, but PSA 1s actually do sell really well for vintage Pokemon and like rare stuff. I'll probably just keep this just because I found this at a local gaming store where I used to live. Man, that reverse. This was the very first reverse holos, and it's got that fireworks reverse holo pattern there from the Legendary Collection. It really pops in person. I don't know if it could catch it on camera very good. But here's a one of the nicer ones, the Dark Blastoise. Of course, really rough shape here. I'm guessing, I hope I get at least a PSA 1. I don't know if they do less than a grade of PSA 1. They might just say it's too damaged to grade. But at least it got slabbed. And people know this is an authentic Legendary Collection Dark Blastoise. Hey, we got the one. Okay, that's a cool PSA 1. I like it. I knew that was going to get... I was just hoping it would at least get a 1. And we did get the 1. Alright. Okay, I see white spots on that bottom corner. There's one there. One there. The centering is bad, so this is not going to be PSA 10. Ah, it's the Umbreon Darkrai. Alternate art. This was a promo. Yeah, centering's terrible on that. I went ahead and graded it because these even like I think I got PSA 8 on the last one of these I graded. I mean, it was one I wasn't ever going to grade, but the prices on these cards, they're so rare that just having a graded one, I mean, I think it sold for well over $100. So I'm hoping I can get an 8 on this. It's definitely not like a PSA 10 or a PSA 9. That's 7. That's fair. Centering is really rough on that, but that is a very rare card. The SM241 Umbreon Darkrai GX Alternate Art was a promo. Let's see, I don't know where to put this. Put it up there. I'll move our 10s over. Got our 1 there. So some crazy grades out the gate here. I see white and that little dot on that corner there. I see some white there. So this is another one that's not going to be PSA 10. But you might be wondering to yourself as you watch this video, Sandy Frank, why are you grading cards that aren't even going to get a PSA 10? Guys, Pokemon is so hot right now. If it's got some kind of rarity to it, like older sets and stuff like that, like XY era, black and white era, on back, maybe not the, well, even the original sets, like base set and stuff like that, you don't have to get a 10 to do really well with the card. Especially in the XY era and maybe some of the rare Sun and Moon sets. PSA 7s, 8s, 9s, they sell really well. So that's why I went back through and picked out more cards. Ah, this is the Mabo Stiff. Wow, that is, I should have looked at the back of that more. Okay, this was not a good choice of grade. There's no way this is going to get a 10. The centering on the front looks good, but those little white dots in the corners are going to hurt it. I think it'd be a, I can hope for a 9, I guess. It's not a 10. An 8. Well, Pokemon PSA is definitely getting more and more strict with grading. I feel like that's a really strong 8. But maybe there's a print line somewhere too. I did not pull this, I don't think. Yeah, this is from Scarlet Violet. So that was a miss. That was me not looking over my cards very well. And I will say, it is not worth grading, guys, if you're going to get a PSA 9, 8 or 9 on modern, ultra modern stuff. At least at this point in time. I'm talking about XY era, maybe some of the tag team cards, black and white era. Those are the eras where I don't think grading matters. The cards are so hard to get hold of. As long as it gets like a near mint type of grade, you're going to be doing just fine. Now this card, definitely some whitening in that corner. This definitely looks like an older card. Ah, it's a Raichu. That's cool. A fossil Raichu. I did send in a bunch of non-hollow vintage stuff just because I like how they look. The cards hold up really well, slabbed. And this one looked pretty good. And it's definitely not a 9. So maybe a 7. An 8. Wow. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah, as you can tell, even the non-hauls in these old vintage cards look great slabbed. And there is a market out there for non-hollows, especially like the rares and stuff, just because they look great. Here we go. This one, much nicer on the back. I don't see whitening. Maybe a tiny, tiny little white dot in that corner. Ever so slightly thinner on this side. Ah, Ponyta. Excuse me. Another one from the Classic Collection. I'm going to say it's 10. Ah, 9. Okay. Man, that's a nice 9. I'll just say. Alright, next one. We're going to have grades all over the place on this Pokemon stuff, I can tell. It's getting very tough to grade Pokemon. These high cert numbers, what I mean, like the ones that start with the 1, they're, you know, not like the 6-digit one, or the 9-digit ones that start with the 1. I think they're going to hold a premium over the other cert numbers because they're so much tougher grading Pokemon now. Okay, this one definitely thicker on top. Maybe even a little bit thick on this side. But I don't see whitening. Ah, Lacey. This is from Stellar Crown. Full art trainer. I don't think people are collecting the full art trainers as much. I think maybe they're just kind of overdoing them with all the full art trainers. But this one looks really good. It's a nice centered, or the front centering is good. Back centering is a little bit off. I can see a little white spot there. I'm gonna say a weak 10. Dang, a 9. Well, like I said, they're tougher on grading, and I accept that now. And I'm trying not to grade as much ultra modern stuff because it is really hard to grade, and you have to get 10s on ultra modern stuff. So that was a miss there. Now this looks like an older card. There is a little bit of whitening down there. It is definitely off-centered, thinner on this side than over there. A Hunter, first edition fossil, non-hollow. This one looks nicer than the Raichu. So I'm going to guess an 8. It does not look like a 9 to me. Yeah, you can tell the centering on the front too. An 8. There we go. I guessed it. So, who knows what grade is going to win the battle here with all these vintage and older cards and stuff. Right now, PSA 8s are winning. So, let's see. Hopefully we can get some 10s on this order. This one looks really good on the back. Ah, Iron Leaves EX. Here's an ultra modern card for you. From Temporal Forces. I love these gold hyper rares, but I don't think a lot of people like the gold cards. I do like them though. This looks like a 10. There we go. Gem Mint 10. Looks great. I like it. Again, a card you really need to get a 10 on ultra modern stuff at this point in time. Okay, this, back in the old days, one little teeny little white dot, you could get away with 1 or 2 of those. Nowadays, this is what I'm talking about, the newer certs, they do not let you get like even one little white dot. So I'm going to say this can't get a 10. But all the centering is perfect, but there is a noticeable little white dot in that corner. Kangaskhan. Okay. Using that knowledge, I'm going to guess this got a 9. Yep, PSA 9. Okay, now we're kind of getting in tune with the grader's seeing there. I should have looked at the cards closer. That was a poor decision to grade that. But each submission, you learn. I'm a hard learner because I time after time again, I don't look at the back of the cards as closely as I should, and then it bites me when I get the grades back. Like right there, there is a white dot on that corner. That should have instantly told me when I'm looking at my card. Looks like there's a little indent down there too. I don't know if you can see that. Like in the corner there, like a little round corner shaped indent. Unless that's just something, that's definitely on the card. Wow. I don't know how that happened. Varoom. Okay. Depends on if they see this little indent. I missed it, but it's a lot easier to see these things in these slabs. Oh, there's an issue at the bottom of the card. You see that? Yeah, I'm gonna guess this might be like a 7. A 4. Okay, well, that's a definite fail right there. I don't know how that happened, because I think I would have seen that. But this is a card that I don't think I pulled it. I bought it at a card shop, and probably didn't look at it over as closely as I should have. That's on me. Man, 4. I mean, I'll just keep it slab, but that's a rough one. But if it was like that when I sent in, that's on me. That's me not looking at the cards very close. That's not on PSA. So I don't think they can put a mark like that on the card. That round corner looking thing. Sometimes I think they have damaged my cards, but I don't think they did that time. Let's see, I think the ones would go right there. It's 3, 2, 1, 5. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's refocus here. This one looks pretty good. The corners look okay. That corner doesn't look super round. This is probably a promo. A little bit thinner on that side. Yep, promo. It is the EV Snorlax. Centering looks pretty good. I'm going to guess a 9 on this. Whoa, Gem at 10. Holy smokes. Okay, well, there's no whitening. Wow, that's a surprising 10 right there. That is a huge 10 too, by the way. These alternate art tag team cards, even being a promo, that's a huge card right there. Okay, nice. All right, next card. Well, that makes up for a lot of 4s and 7s and 8s. The back of that looks perfect. No whitening. Centering looks good. There's a Fione. Man, these are so tough to grade. But this is a really nice one. This is from Twilight Masquerade. Come on, can we get a 10 on an illustration rare? I love illustration rares, by the way. These are gonna... This... illustration rares are going to cause the Scarlet and Violet sets to always be super sought after because they're so great. Oh yes, PSA 10 on an illustration rare. That is awesome. It is really tough to get PSA 10s on illustration rares, guys. Alright, do another one here. Now, this definitely looks like an older card. You can just tell, like, the coloring is a little bit different on the older cards, not as consistent as it is nowadays. Doesn't mean it's fake, it just means, you know, it's an older card. Little tiny white dot there. A little bit of whitening in that corner, and the centering is a little bit off. Definitely thicker on top. Ah, Dragon Knight. The movie promo. That's a cool card. It's definitely not a 10 with that centering. I mean, it looks nicer than those 8s, so I could see this maybe getting a 9, like a weak 9. Yeah, 9. That's a nice grade. That is a 1999 Pokemon card promo that survived never getting graded all this time and is actually a PSA 9. There's some gems out there, guys. Some hidden gems out there. Alright, so this one has a little tiny little white dot. But besides that, it looks really good. Will that cost me? It's a Blastoise. Okay. Centering looks perfect. To me, this should be a 10. Even with that tiny little white dot, I think it's not enough to make it go from a 9 to a 10 to a 9. Gosh, they do not let you get any white dots anymore. Alright, that one's cool. I'm going to go ahead and end it in this part right here. Guys, just look at that. These classic collection cards are beautiful. And I think this was a very underrated set, especially with the prices that they're at now. When they first came out, they were expensive. And they dropped like half the price. And if you can find one at that lower price, I kind of want to get me another one. because the cards are absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so that one got a 9. That sucks, but it is a... I could kind of see how that got a 9. It did have the tiny little white dot. I'm just going to have to look at those super close. Alright, so far, our 9s are winning the battle. But our 10s are doing good too, so that's pretty nice. As many older cards as we've had, and like a disaster card like this one. Alright, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and we'll do the next part later. Alright, bye.